China, Taiwan, and Japan. A brewing conflict explained. Is this the road to war? Welcome to DigiState, where geopolitics, economics, and history converge. We decode the power plays shaping our world, one story at a time. This is your front row seat to global strategy and silent wars. A potential flashpoint in the East has the world holding its breath. Reports of Chinese military drills surrounding Taiwan, Japan's emergency evacuation plans, and mounting regional tensions have ignited fears of conflict. But how did we get here? And what might come next? In this deep dive, we explore the roots of the China-Taiwan conflict, Japan's rising involvement, and the global implications of what could become the next great geopolitical showdown. Background: the Chinese Civil War and Taiwan's breakaway. In 1949, after the Communist Party won the Chinese Civil War, the defeated Nationalist Party, Kuomintang, fled to Taiwan. The People's Republic of China, PRC, was founded on the mainland, while the Republic of China, ROC, continued in Taiwan. Since then, China has claimed Taiwan as a breakaway province destined for reunification, by force if necessary. One China policy vows Taiwan's de facto independence. Most countries, including the US and Japan, officially acknowledge the One China policy, recognizing Beijing as the sole legal government of China. However, Taiwan maintains its own democratic government, military, and economic system. The island sees itself as sovereign, and public opinion in Taiwan increasingly favors maintaining this independence. Japan's historical role and regional sensitivities. Japan colonized Taiwan from 1895 to 1940, leaving behind cultural and infrastructural legacies. Today, Japan considers Taiwan a critical part of regional stability and is wary of any conflict that could spill into its territory, especially its southern islands like Yonaguni and Okinawa. As a close ally of the United States, Japan plays a vital role in regional deterrence against Chinese aggression. Currently, China's recent military maneuvers. In April 2025, the PLA launched massive military drills codenamed Straight Thunder 2025A around Taiwan. These included mock missile attacks, naval encirclements, and simulated strikes on key infrastructure. China framed the drills as punishment for Taiwan's separatist behavior and warnings against external interference. Taiwan's response. Taiwan scrambled its own defense forces, tracking over 70 PLA aircraft and 20-plus naval vessels near its air defense zone. The government condemned the drills as reckless provocations and reiterated its commitment to defend its sovereignty. Japan steps in. Japan announced for the first time a contingency plan to evacuate over 100,000 citizens from islands near Taiwan. It has also deployed missile defense systems on Yonaguni Island, just 110 kilometers from Taiwan. Japanese leaders called on China to exercise restraint and warned that any conflict could drag in the broader region. International community and alliances. The US, UK, and Japan announced new joint war games in the Indo-Pacific. NATO leaders expressed concern, and diplomatic efforts are underway to de-escalate the standoff. The region is becoming a testing ground for new Cold War-era alignments. Part 3. What to expect. Will China invade Taiwan? A full-scale invasion remains a worst-case scenario but cannot be ruled out. Experts say China is currently testing global reactions and rehearsing for possible future action. A sudden conflict could be triggered by a political move in Taiwan or an accidental military clash. Japan's dilemma. Japan faces the delicate balance of defending its territory and maintaining peace. If the U.S. intervenes militarily in Taiwan, Japan's U.S. bases could become targets, pulling it into a war. Global economic shockwaves. Taiwan is the heart of global semiconductor manufacturing. Any conflict would devastate supply chains. Energy prices, tech stocks, and global shipping would be severely affected. Paths forward. Diplomacy or disaster. Diplomacy remains the best option. ASEAN, the UN, and middle powers like India and Australia are pushing for multilateral talks. The US and allies might continue arms sales to Taiwan and reinforce deterrence. Finally, The Taiwan Strait may be calm on the surface, but beneath it are currents strong enough to shake the world. Whether this standoff ends in diplomacy or disaster may depend on the next decisions made by leaders in Beijing, Taipei, Tokyo, and Washington. Stay informed, stay alert, and let history be our guide. What do you think? Will war break out in East Asia? Drop your thoughts in the comments. You've been watching DigiState, where insight meets intelligence. If this episode added depth to your understanding, hit that like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more weekly breakdowns. Stay informed, stay prepared, stay ahead. Until next time, keep decoding the state of our world.